last 10,000 years, humans have come to dominate the planet. We're so successful that it's tempting to think we are evolution's grand prize. But I believe intelligence is probably overrated. It's not necessarily a good thing for a species' survival. Bacteria have managed without it for over 3 billion years. Intelligence, at least in our case, leads to technology. And there are many ways technology could wipe us out. The most obvious, of course, the threat from nuclear weapons. Even if the risk of a nuclear war happening in 1 year is minuscule, say only 1 in a million, if we run those odds over 100,000 years, the chance of catastrophe falls to 1 in 10. Personally, I worry that even this might be over-optimistic. Although we are clever enough to have designed such weapons, I'm not sure we are clever enough not to use them.
Stephen Hawking and other scientists believe that to secure the future of the human species, we must colonize another planet.
Today risks annihilation. It could be an asteroid hitting the Earth. It could be a new virus, climate change, nuclear war, artificial intelligence gone rogue. We can and must use our curiosity and intelligence to look to the stars. We must do it now before humanity is overtaken by some disaster that we can neither anticipate nor control.
For humans to survive, we need to find a planet that's rocky and about the same size and density as the Earth, so that its gravity will be similar to our own. Then, the crucial thing we need to sustain life is liquid water at the surface. That means we need to find a planet that orbits in the habitable zone of its star, the distance where the temperature is just perfect for liquid water. For our sun, a yellow dwarf star, the habitable zone stretches from around the orbit of Venus to the orbit of Mars. Earth sits neatly right in the middle. We now know that there is a planet around our stellar next-door neighbor that could be suitable for colonization. Welcome to Proxima b. It's a little more massive than the Earth, and it's almost certainly a rocky planet. And there might just be liquid water at the surface. Proxima b might be our best destination for mankind's new...
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Baha, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at GMS Great Millstone, who through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, rule all of the nation of Israel well today. Whether you can receive these things or not, and peace, love, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect of the house of Israel who are pushing this truth in sincerity, and in charity, and in faith. All right. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the book of Malachi, chapter 4 and 1, man. And as you see, you know, what's interesting about these things, you know, that I find personally interesting, man, is that, you know, you'll have these guys that are speaking prophecy, man, and they don't even know it, because the prophecies within these scriptures, they already tell us what's gonna come, man. And now you have these Edomites coming up, Stephen Hawking's and what have you, coming up and telling you, oh, hey, this is gonna happen if we don't, you know, do something about it. If we don't run and jump to another planet, then we're gonna be destroyed, man. Well, according to the scriptures, you know, these are gonna give you the answer right here, man. But anyway, without further ado, this is going in Malachi 4 and 1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of armies, it shall leave them neither root nor branch." All right, and what it's talking about, man, It's talking about that thermonuclear warfare that's coming to the planet Earth, man. All right, exactly what you saw in that video. All right, but you see, the thing is, man, is Esau ain't gonna be able to run anywhere from it, man. Let's go ahead and jump to Micah 2, and let's go down to verse 3. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which they shall not remove their necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. Right, there's an evil created, man, and that evil's created to take those that are in power, all right, to strip their place of power from them, man, which is Esau Edom, all right, the so-called Caucasoid, who has, let's go up to verse 2 and see what he's done during his reign of terror. It says, and they covet fields and they take them by violence. Who's done these acts, man? Who's done these things? How was the planet Earth taken? Or how was America taken? Okay. It says, and houses, and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. All right, these are the works of Esau Edom, man. Let's go to the book of Job. All right, when I say Esau Edom, I'm referring to the so-called white man. All right, according to the prophecies and according to the history. And if you got an argument against that, then who is this talking about, man? This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? And those judges, those are the natural judges over the planet, man. All right, being Yahushai, being the elect. All right, the angels. Okay, and what does it say? But the earth's been given into the hand of the wicked. So the wicked are in rulership right now, man. And what you saw in those quick couple videos is just what they have done during their time of power, man. The planet Earth is dying as we know it, man. The planet Earth is being destroyed. Okay? And according to these scriptures, what did it say? Esau will not remove his neck, man. He's not going to be able to run away and go jump into another planet and escape the wrath of the Most High. There's no prophecies about that. But there are prophecies about us being able to go into outer space and populate these other planets, man. But this is after the kingdom of heaven is established, after Esau is destroyed, man. You see, there's going to be peace on earth, but in order for there to be peace, Esau has to be destroyed, because he was created to destroy. What did he bring, man? He created the nuclear missile. Okay? Let me go ahead and jump to Isaiah. I believe I'm looking for chapter 27. Salakia, that's not it. Salakia. This is Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals on the fire, and that bringeth forth the instrument of his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. So he's created the waster to destroy, and he's created that which creates these weapons, man. And what's the weapon in which we're speaking on? That's the nuclear ICBMs, man. All right, he's created these things to destroy the wicked. You see, he created the wicked, all right, or you know, he created Esau to be that whooping stick, all right, to cast his judgment upon the planet, and yet he's going to destroy them by their own creation, man. All right, by their own blessing, which is the sword. Okay, let me go ahead and jump into Salakia. Let me fix God, Salakia, man. This is a article that I had came across today by The Guardian. It says, climate emergency, world may have crossed tipping points. The world may already have crossed a series of climate tipping points, according to stark warning from scientists. This risk is an essential threat to civilization, they say, meaning we are in a state of planetary emergency. Tipping points are reached when particular impacts of global heating becomes unstoppable, such as the runaway loss of ice sheets or forests. In the past, extreme heating of 5 Salakia, 5 degrees was thought necessary to pass tipping points, but the latest evidence suggests that this could happen between 1 and 2, or Salakia, 1 and 2 centuries. So you see, man, this place, you could equate the scriptures out of the equation, and you still see that the planet Earth is through, man. All right, and why is it through? Because the wicked have turned everything upside down, man. All right, Esau has destroyed everything with their oil spills. You see, and I was reading another article the other day. Salakia, I was reading another article the other day, man, and that article was expressing the points of how to try to save the planet, and you could do this and go on a plant-based food diet and this and that, and really, man, the problem starts from the top. All right, these companies, all right, all of Esau's, Esau's making millions off of all these things that he's doing, destroying the earth, man. It's taking the oil out of the earth, and then we have earthquakes. You see, they're taking the natural lubricant out of the planet Earth, and it's causing the earth to be destroyed, man. All right, and that's just one of the things. All right, they're decaying and destroying everything, man. All right, by sucking everything out of the planet Earth till it's dry and shriveled up, man, so to speak. All right, and they're trying to bring out different things you could do, but all these companies have to do is just put a stop to it. Hey, we're not going to do this no more. We're not going to do that no more. Hey, problem solved. But you see, they're never going to do that, man. All right, the only remedy that's going to come to this place, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it through these scriptures. All right, we're gonna see what the remedy is that's gonna save the planet Earth. All right, and really, you should kind of already know based off of what we have, what we have spoken upon. But that's about good on this, man. Let's go ahead and get back into the scriptures. All right, I did want to pull up one more thing. All right, because you see the climate emergency that they're speaking on. Just type this in. I just want to see what pops up. All right, polar bear extinction, man. All right, because the polar bears, I mean, you see in some of these photos, man, the state of these polar bears, man. All right, and this is just one of the animals that they're saying are going extinct. Okay. Now, how many more animals is the so-called white man responsible for destroying? You see, and you take out one animal, you see. And it ruins the whole ecosystem, man. All right, it messes everything up. All right, let's go ahead and I just saw something that kind of caught my eye here. Global warming and polar bears habitat melting. Here are the facts, you see, and this is all known knowledge, man. I mean, look, they got phone numbers you could call and try to donate to these people to try to save the polar bears, but is that gonna do anything, man? All right, no. This so-called white man is gonna destroy the entire. If he had it his way, I mean, brothers have watched that movie, The Avatar. What's going on in that movie? The so-called white man is going and destroying other planets. That's what we just saw Stephen Hawking saying. Hey, we got to go populate another planet so they could destroy that too, man. You see, all this devil knows how to do is destroy, man. He's like a virus. You see, viruses, they just multiply and multiply and multiply until they destroy. Okay, that's exactly what Esau does, man. Just goes and destroys and sucks the life out of everything. And if you pay attention to that movie, The Avatar, they're trying to extract a certain stone. All right, and that stone, all right, conducts a specific type of energy, which is how that whole planet life, is how it exists, man. It all revolves around that, type of stone, so to speak. All right, and so they're trying to suck all, take all those all them stones out, and eventually just it'll kill that whole planet, man. All right, destroy their trees and all their little, all their things that they got going on. And that's exactly what they've done to the planet here, man. I mean, the most beautiful places on Earth are the areas that Esau hasn't touched, man. Amazon rainforest. All right, over here in Colorado, you got the mountains. But you have Esau that's living up in there too. All right, in the clefts of the rocks. All right, if they had it their way, man, they would destroy the entire planet Earth. And Stephen Hawking knew it, man. That's why he was bringing forth these videos talking about we need to go populate space. All right, Trump's bringing out his space force, man. All these things link up together and they follow right along with the prophecies of these scriptures, man. All right, let's go ahead and jump back into some scriptures here, man. Let's go ahead and jump to let's go back to Isaiah. Actually, first let's catch Revelations. This is Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come. Right? When the wrath of the Heavenly Father comes, man, the nations were going to be what? They're going to be angry, because why? It says, "And the time of the dead that they shall be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto the servants, the prophets, and the saints," because their place of power is going to be stripped from them, man. And the true judges, the true heirs over the planet Earth are going to be established, man. All right, being you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, starting with the first fruits of those people that make up the members of the elect. Those that were repenting on this side and getting right, man, preparing for this time. All right, it says, "And them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyed the earth." Who's it talking about, man? It's talking about that same family in which it was written that they cannot move their neck because he's devised an evil towards them, man. What's that evil? That evil is their destruction. Shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Not which destroyed, but which destroy, because all they know how to do is destroy, man. You see? It really ain't hard to get that Esau has to go, man. The answer is Esau has to go. And he's going to go by the hands of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, man. Now this is Isaiah chapter 34. And this is verse 1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein the world, and all things that come forth out of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter." Now let me go ahead and jump down and get to the main points here, man. All right, this is verse 8. "For it is a day of Yahweh's vengeance," right? And this is that same day, that same evil that's devised against Esau, against the wicked that bear rule today. It says, "And the year of recompense," right? Meaning repayment, okay? Payment, okay? You see all these things that Esau's done throughout history, man. We're just getting out of the holiday of Thanksgiving, all right, that they call Thanksgiving. All right, all these things that Esau has done, he has not paid for, man. All these countless acts of destruction and death and wickedness, Esau hasn't paid for, man. All right, he's just filled his pockets and become richer and richer, man. You see, we're born into a world in which you're made to work and to cause them to get richer, man. Okay, even if you own your own company, your own business, man, you're still getting the elites richer. You see, that 1% is always going to stay that 1%. And you're just born, all right, given a social security number and just another piece of cattle to make the rich richer, man. That's why the scriptures tell you that the truth shall set you free, man. We understand the greater purpose of this thing, man. We understand the purpose of life in general, man. And we understand these prophecies. You see, you have Stephen Hawking and all these guys coming up and talking about certain things. You got Wall Street talking about certain things, and all these things are all prophesied within the scripture, man. But the Most High has blinded these people to not receive that. But you see, let's go ahead and go on, verse 9. It says, "And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch." Right? So everything's gonna be burnt up and singed up and destroyed, man. This is the lake of fire, man. All right, speaking of America here. All right. And ultimately all the planets gonna catch judgment, man. All right, that's why there's certain scriptures that where you have prophets asking the Most High if he's angry at the waters or the rivers or the trees or the grass, because everything's going to be getting destroyed, man. You see, when you have cancer, they offer you chemotherapy, which chemotherapy, it goes in and it just destroys everything, man. It destroys both the good and the bad in hopes to destroy the bad. Okay? Now, you have a similar thing going on the planet Earth, man. You have a cancer. What was I referring to Esau as? A virus? You have a cancer, man. A cancerous virus on the planet, and it's just killing it, man. Okay? And in order for it to be cleansed, it has to be done by thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, by fire. Fire is the purest cleaning element. And many things are going to be destroyed right along with it, man. But Esau's got to go, man. All right? And that's going to be the beginning of Esau catching his judgment, man. All right, the very end is going to be him being made extinct. All right, it says, it shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever, from generation to generation. It shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. You see, man, that's the future. That's the prophecies of America, man. It's gonna be uninhabited again forever, man. It says, but the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it, right? These unclean animals, these foul beasts. It says the owl also and the raven that dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. They shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there, right? They're all gonna be dead, man. All right, and all her princes shall be nothing. And the thorns shall come up in her places, netterns and brambles and fortresses thereof. And it shall be a habitation of dragons and a court of owls. You see, and this is spiritual too, because you had, if brothers are familiar with Chernobyl, you had in Chernobyl, Russia, you had a nuclear plant erupt, man. All right, because they were creating different atomic missiles and what have you. And that land is so destroyed even today that they call it the place where devils and unclean beasts inhabit. You see, man, almost a small example of what's gonna befall upon America, man. All right. And that's pretty good on that. Let me jump down to verse 16. It says, seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail. What is it talking about? It's talking about these prophecies, man. All these prophecies are going to be fulfilled. America being destroyed, Esau being extinct. Okay, the ICBMs being dropped. Okay, it says, none shall want her mate, for my mouth hath commanded, and his spirit hath gathered them, right? So all these prophecies are going to come to pass, man. And you're already seeing them come to pass. The RFID chip, man. Here it is, the elders and the apostles were telling you that was the mark of the beast since before they were even using the credit card. And now they're coming on mainstream news media outlets telling you that this could very well be the way of currency soon. That ain't no coincidence, man. That's prophecy. Stephen Hawking saying that this place is going to be destroyed by ICBMs. That ain't no coincidence, man. That's prophecy. All right, the climate change and the planet Earth just falling to pieces, man. That ain't no coincidence. That's prophecy, you see. Us being able to receive this truth, man. You got brothers on the four corners of the earth proclaiming the destruction of these nations, man. That ain't no coincidence. That's prophecy, man. You see? Let's go ahead and jump into Isaiah 14th chapter. This is Isaiah 14. Let me go ahead and just jump to the main point over here, man. And 5. Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Right. Didn't we already explain who the rulers were, man? Didn't we already explain that them being removed out of power was prophecy, that was going to happen? What does it say? Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. What's the scepter represent? Rulership, man. He's broken that. See, they're starting to fall, man. And it's going to be to the point where they have their complete fall and made extinct, man. It says, verse 6, who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. You see, and we've already showed some examples of this, man. They've smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. Salakia. He who smote the people in a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindereth. Right, we see all the works of this devil, man. All right, and they've done wicked works throughout the entire planet, man. That's why you have people revolting in Africa. All right, not to mention the works that the British did to the inhabitants of India. All right, all this devil does is destroy, man. All he does is kill, separate families. All right, take men's houses, name lands after themselves. You see, in Esau's eyes, everything belongs to him. But that's not so, man. And it's going to be made known. All right, it says, and that's why it says, is persecuted and none hindereth, man. Ain't nobody's gonna get up to help Esau, man. You see, once all of Israel's put in the right mind, there ain't gonna be no mercy left for that devil, man. It says the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. You see, this is the state that the earth will be in once Esau is removed, man. At rest and quiet, you see. They break forth into singing. Right, and this reminds me of man, what is it called? The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. All right, you had the I think it might be the third one, might even be the second one, where it's Prince Caspian, something, Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian. You look that up and you'll be able to find it. But it shows you in part, man, these kids, they go and they basically conquer the kingdom, and then they get lost, they get removed from that place, and everything turns into mourning, everything turns into chaos, everything turns into just confusion, man. And when they go back to their what they had, what they had made their kingdom, all right, you have the trees just being quiet and the animals not able to speak, which before, when everything was in order, the animals would be able to talk, the trees would dance and sing, man. And that's what the kid says. He said, the trees, they used to be singing, man. They used to be in a state of happiness. And now everything was turned upside down. You see, that's it's just a spiritual movie, man. All those ones, because it starts out with the lion, representing Yahweh Shai. He gets crucified and whatever, for the sins of the people, and then they go and they take the kingdom, man. All right, it's just kind of you begin to watch these things with a spiritual eye, man. Okay, but that's what this reminds me of. You see, the everything breaks forth into singing. Everything is happy because order is reestablished on the planet Earth. You see, this is what we're waiting on, man. Verse 8, it says, and you see, this is why the truth shall set you free, man. We understand these things, man. We understand that this ain't it. You see, if the Bible didn't exist, man, if Esau had it his way, then this would be it, man. We would continually be born into this endless cycle of filling Esau's pockets until he's destroyed the entire universe, man. Verse 8, it says, yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. You see, what is the feller? That's the man that comes and chops down the trees in the forest. You see, there ain't going to be no need for that, man. All Esau does is kill. All he does is take, man. Yeah, when we hold camp downtown Denver, you got these, bunnies and these different animals like running and trying to find a place to survive because Esau's destroyed their homes, man. You see, and these trees are going to be rejoicing in that day because Esau is going to be gone. You see, the mosquitoes are going to be rejoicing when Esau is gone, man. The most base creature you could think of is going to be rejoicing because Esau is gone. Verse 9, hell from beneath is moved at thee, hell meaning the grave. All right, when you go into that word in the Hebrew. To meet thee at thy coming, it stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth it hath raised up from their thrones, all the kings of the nations, and they shall speak to thee and say, art thou become as weak as we? art thou become like unto us, right? Just like all these other nations that had their time to rule. When you go into the book of Daniel, it tells you all the different ions that would have their rulerships. Okay. Now Esau's turn was over, man. And it's the beginning of a new age, man. The new age of the nation of Israel, man. Which is that kingdom which is never ending. All right, according to the prophecies, according to these scriptures, man. All right. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, the worms is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. Now, who's done this, man? Who's made themselves as the Most High? All right, it says, I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Right, and it tells you in the book of Thessalonians that this the man's working comes after Satan. Not he is Satan, but he comes after Satan, man. You see, Esau is the devil in the flesh, man. The Satan in the flesh, the wicked in the flesh, the darkness in the flesh, whatever you want to call it, the cancer in the flesh, the virus in the flesh. That's Esau, man. You see, and he ain't gonna run away from his judgment. He ain't gonna have nowhere to go, man. All right, because once it's prophesied, it's gonna come to pass. Let's go ahead and jump up to verse 1. It says, for Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. You see? So the Most High is gonna have mercy upon Israel, man. He's gonna bring us all back to follow him, man, in righteousness. Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them into their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh. For servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. You see? So we're going to be put from this place of bondage to rulers, man. All right? Who else do these prophecies follow, man? Verse 3, it says, and it shall come to pass in the day of Yahweh that he shall give thee rest from all thy sorrow, and from all thy fear, and from all thy hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. You see, man, so the Heavenly Father is going to show mercy upon Israel, man. All right, but, you know, with all this being said, man, you know, you should be able to realize that these things that are going on, man, that these things that these scientists are saying, and
it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy.
Salakia, I don't know what that was about. You know, that all this stuff, this ain't no coincidence, man. This is all prophecy. You see? And Esau is terrified, man. That's why they're getting ready to crack down the hammer even more on us, man. But with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. Give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at GMS Great Millstone. And peace, love, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect of the house of Israel, who are pushing this truth in sincerity, and in charity, and in faith, and who are able to receive these things that are needful for salvation, man. All right, studying, separating themselves, preparing for the kingdom, man. All right, preparing for rulership. And that's the spirit. You see, the time is almost 10:44. But hey, man, you know, Lord willing is edifying. Until next time, we'll say shalom.